are one of those dishes that everyone is down for. And you know what the problem is? People, I remember like in the 90s, it was a big deal where it's like, oh, let's make nachos. And we just like made nachos at home. And then we would like, then like only my sister-in-law was really good at it because she would like layer the cheese and layer sauce and layer like other people are just like a bunch of chips, a ton of shit on it. And you're like, that's not nachos.
That's not nachos. Right.
You just emptied your pantry into a fucking thing. That's not you're a dickhead.
I call that, I mean, I will call that trash can nachos.
Not even, because trash can nachos are trash can nachos. Like that's a whole thing that involves layering and all sorts of stuff. Everyone, just in case you didn't know as well, you can buy us a shot. If you go to Cole Clayton, Sniffing Glue 22, then he is monetized. I am almost monetized. So please also subscribe to Dino the Genetic Marvel as well as Sniffing Glue 22 and make it a point of watching at least 10 hours a day of my channel because God will favor you in the end. That's why. But still, you can buy us a drink. I personally am having a beer. What are you drinking tonight there, Cole?
I got me, I wanted to get Corona, but the grocery store didn't have any Coronas. So, like, evidently I assume because of COVID, Corona has just died. They just went belly up. So I got lime White Claw. We're bringing back the White Claw days. Y'all remember the White Claw days? Serge probably remembers.
I remember your child support from those days. That was or lack thereof. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to party with a White Claw, people. I remember when I was in Cleveland, I bought Cole 24. Like, I guess they're like super White Claws. They're just extra.
There's the supercharged White Claws where they're like 12%.
Tasted like shit. Not that White Claw is some sort of magic.
They didn't taste that bad. They were pretty good actually.
That's because you're drunk.
You know what? That fucking night, I hadn't talked to that one girl that I recently. I say recently, it's been like 6 months now. You remember the girl that I broke up with back in May?
2 days.
I hadn't talked to her in 6 months when you came to town and you bought those fucking dumbass White Claws, and I texted her that night. And then I got in a whole ass relationship with her for 2 days because of you. I blame you.
So drink super White Claws. You might get some action or a little heartache. One of the two, people. Serge, you're stuck at home with the thing that ruined the world on purpose. Yeah, that's too bad. I have a sinus infection, so I have I'm not sick, but I have a lot of boogers. It's weird.
Gross. Why are we talking about this on a food show?
I don't know. But I had to take a COVID-19 test, and it was negative. So I'm like, all right, good. It's fantastic. I can get on with my life. Best luck, sir. I hope
during the shutdown.
What?
I caught it 6 times during the shutdown.
Yeah, but that's because God doesn't love you. That's not because
the first time, I feel like I was definitely gonna die, and then I didn't. So after that, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna die. And it just slowly, every single time I caught it after that, I was like, yeah, this is definitely it. But it's not as bad as last time. Every single time.
Phoenix number 85. I don't understand what the fucking is happening. We're gonna make nachos. That's like the whole thing. It's in the title. Can you not read? Jesus, Phoenix.
So this is to explain this to the newcomers. This is like a cooking podcast. We do a little bit of podcasting and then a little cooking. Okay, so we talk our shit at the beginning, then we cook, taste it, and then we go back to talking shit. So and we talk shit all throughout the cooking too. So
and Phoenix, the way you're acting, we're gonna be talking shit about you, Mr. Number 85. What kind of a last name is number 85?
Number 85. It's like Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco, number 1. There's a video of him trying to hit a linebacker or something.
Yeah, he's Ray Lewis. I remember that.
He's like, I thought I had him.
See me. He got fucking leveled. I was watching that game in real time.
Oh,
bro, that shit was fucking hilarious. I was like, I love Chad Ochocinco. I always did because he's goofy like me, and he got fucking laid out. And you could tell Ray Lewis was once charged with murder. He beat the charges, but you could tell that he might have done it just based off of he didn't even see Chad. He just kind of was looking the other way and then just stuffed him right to the ground.
I feel like it's just a talking shit show, not nearly as much cooking. Why don't you mind your own goddamn business, Amy, and stick it to the peanut gallery? I'm from the Phoenix Phobias live stream. I don't know what the Phoenix Phobias. Why are you afraid of phoenixes? They're supposed to be good. Why would you be? That doesn't even make sense. Jesus. Well, check out.
Is that Phoenix like Arizona or?
Oh, that's a mate. That maybe they're afraid of Phoenix, Arizona. I also sounds weird.
Place.
Is it just the sun?
It's hot. It's really hot.
So it's between my legs, but there's no fear down there. It's fine. It's just one of those things. Yeah, I like phoenixes. Then you're not phoenix phobic. Why would you have it? That doesn't even make sense. You're aggravating, Mr. 85. How dare you? How absolutely fucking dare you? So, as I said in the title, we had it's Nacho Ordinary Tuesday. You whine too much. Let's be honest, Amy. You're the one who's drinking too much wine. So let's calm down.
I can't direct this camera. But
that's fine. Phoenix, like Harry Potter, Jean Grey. Oh, I don't think it's that definitive, Victoria. But welcome anyway. Welcome all, please.
Like my dick, 2.5 pounds of solid meat.
Yeah, are you having, or is it on my end? Oh, somebody, are we having any tech problems? I don't think so. I think it's on your end, bro. No, sorry.
Who's having tech problems?
Well, a friend of mine just messaged me and he says, for Phoenix 85 is the number of wieners in his mouth, which is fine. To each their own. C-Bum or Ramon? I don't even know who either one of those are, but I would like to talk about it. Are you DJing? Listen, man, I'm like 193 years old. I don't DJ. I do party. Okay. Everything looks good here. Yeah. So it's my friend Matthew Turner says sexy. That's nice. And at Phoenix Phobia is a YouTuber that live streams, motherfucker. I don't know why you have to swear, Phoenix 85. And also, why are you in all caps? Are you yelling at us? I don't know why you're so angry. But are you afraid of phoenixes? It doesn't make sense. Your name is confusing, sir.
All I know is give us a link. We'll check it out. Phoenix.
I mean, I'll happily do it. Hell, we'll guest on there and tell you you're an asshole to your face. I'm happy to do it. I will go through the details of your naming process because it's definitely confusing. Pure ground black pepper, like Mama used to make.
The African American pepper, sir.
Matthew Turner says, "Add me on Fort." I don't know what that means, Matthew Turner. That's confusing.
What, Fortnite?
Amy says, "Yeah, you can't yell. Dino is sensitive." I'm not sensitive. I would just like people to talk with a normal voice, because if they're yelling, then I get to yell back, and I yell better and stronger and more powerful. Matthew Turner says, "Fortnite." Man, do I look like
you're picking a fight with the wrong person. My mom can yell pretty good.
Your mom, number one, is just loud, but she falls out of a balcony just the same as everyone else. That's just science. Okay, gravity is her enemy. So, yeah, Matthew, I've Cole play Fortnite.
My kid plays Fortnite all the time.
Yeah, of course your kid does. He's fucking autistic as fuck.
Right, I don't like it. Apex Legends.
Amy says the guy who's currently yelling, "It's my show. I get to yell." That's the whole point, you ridiculous person. Matthew says, "I'm gay." All right.
Okay, so if you're gay, then on Thursday we're gonna have a hot dog eating contest. So you might be into that, Matthew.
So Matthew, subscribe to our channels, _22 and Dino the Genetic Marvel. On Thursday at 9 p.m. we are having what's going to be called
Weinerpocalypse.
It's called Weinerpocalypse. As you can see, a lot of people are shocked in the background. It's Cole and I are going to be doing that as well. Just while everyone is amazed at Matthew's gayness, just so you know, there's also going to be oh, not that one, this one. It'll be fine. A food show with Kelly Zemnekis, and they're doing mushroom ragu grits, which doesn't sound like food.
It was good. It was really good.
Amy says, "What the fuck are you even talking about?" No, I don't know. I'm trying to convince one guy that Phoenix phobia is not a pro Phoenix thing. It's an anti-Phoenix thing. And then I have Phoenix is you are gay, Matthew, with a question mark. Sure. I mean, I think he said it. Wait till you get back down here. I'm not coming down there while you live in that house. I don't trust you with my eyes closed, Amy, if you didn't know. Elrad, thanks for streaming, gentlemen. I mean, gentlemen's a bit of a stretch, Elrad, but you're welcome, sir. Matthew has now spammed our inbox or our chat by saying, "No, I was joking. I'm joking. I'm joking." I assume Phoenix 85 sent him a picture of his wiener. That's clearly what has happened. Phoenix 85 is.
Yeah, you can't say you're gay on this show. We'll make sure. We'll be like, prove it.
Everybody wants to talk to you as soon as you say that kind of stuff. I'm Greek.
Don't talk
not
about
that
your
Greek.
sexuality in any way. We will make you prove it.
Yeah.
We're not squeamish.
Matthew, you're going to have to send us a video of you kissing a bunch of dudes. It's the only solution. Or, you're gay. That's fine. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just how
we're not homophobic at all. It's a little weird, but we're not scared of it.
I'm still confused, Phoenix 85. Do you not have a caps lock button? Why are you so angry and yelling on other people's show?
Oh, not this shit again. Is Erwin here?
No, Erwin's not even here. And Erwin doesn't talk with all caps unless it's important, which that's reasonable. I get it. Amy says, you shouldn't come back as long as I live in this state. I mean, you stay at home most of the time. I'm not worried about that. And also, I'm fasting. I know, right? Let's calm down, Amy. You're not the queen of Ohio. You're barely the queen of where you live.
All of a sudden, she wants to claim Ohio as hers.
Let's get this chat.
Talk about Louisiana.
I mean, I did not, bro. Well, that's okay. Phoenix, I forgive you, and I welcome you here. But also, don't give me no shit. Because also now I really want to try. I want to go check out Phoenix Phobia just for the simple fact that I assume you are going to say why you're afraid of phoenixes, which I find confusing. But
something that's not even real. That's odd, right?
It's not like it's a dragon or something, which is a legitimate thing to be afraid of. Anyways, any special veg in the nachos? I mean, come on, Victoria. Your attempt at keeping us on topic is alarming. So right now,
my brother made homemade refried beans specifically for tonight. So these are already kind of done. I'll probably heat them up in a little bit, but they kind of today.
Nice.
Hey,
those look a little bit like they've gone through someone's digestive system.
Well, that's what refried beans look like.
Matthew says, "Are gay." That's not a full sentence, Matthew. The fuck. Phoenix 85 says, I did not send him a pic of a wiener. I don't believe you, Phoenix 85.
We're sending pictures to the wiener of our wieners to people.
I think Phoenix 85 sent a pic to Matthew Turner. That's why Matthew is so enraged with everything. Also, hello from Taiwan. You look Snoop Dogg. I don't know if that's a compliment, but I will accept it. And as will Cole. So thank you from Taiwan, from Canada, and from Ohio.
Nobody here looks like Snoop Dogg.
I mean,
we're not the same complexion.
Okay,
we're not the same size. I think he's pretty tall too. We're pretty tall, but maybe we're the same height.
We're not as thin. We do a lot of drugs, but
not those specifically though.
Hey, and let's be honest, Cole looks like a guy that had dreads at some point in time, like a little bit.
People say that to me a lot. I've never have.
Yeah, but you look like you did. Are you gay? No, I'm just Greek, so I'm like a little bit gay, but not like gay.
I'm gay, like how Deadpool's gay. Not really, but like kind of.
Yeah, like I'm gay enough so people don't come near me, but not so much that I want to touch your wiener.
I have a little bit of a zest to me, but that's about it. Add a little lemon pepper to me.
I mean, that's fine. Matthew has now said, I am not gay. Hey, man, we're okay with it. We don't have to backtrack or anything. It's,
Well, now you got to prove that.
Yeah, and also, what are you trying to prove? It's, if anything, it's in there right now. You should be gay.
I look, dog.
Hi, V from Taiwan.
Thanks, dog.
Says, hello. Matthew says, the fuck? Come on. You don't have. You can use your words, Matthew, and it's okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We won't see. You're very short. I don't look down. I look forward. I'll miss you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Also, who looks Snoop Dogg? I want to know because I don't think I'm a dead ringer for Snoop Dogg. I think Cole at certain angles could pass for Snoop Dogg with like glasses, maybe. Snoopy for sure. Snoop Dogg, 50-50. Let's see. And Elrad says any man who wears an apron while cooking is a gentleman or a homo. I mean, maybe a gentleman homo.
Neither of those things.
Or a homo gentleman. It's like a fancy Neanderthal or something.
Like I said, I'm neither of those things.
Oh, so V from Taiwan said, "Guy who cook look like dog." There you go, buddy. That's you.
I look like a dog.
Well, Snoop Dogg. I think he's talking about weed. I mean, that's.
I am the big dog, so.
I mean, they do call him tuna can on the streets. All right, we got some sharp cheddar. Delicious. The idea that we don't have enough snacking cheese in the world is criminal. So I do respect your snacking cheese, sir. But hey. And also to very nice Cole's brother that and no his wiener says Phoenix. I mean this chat has gone off the rails. Thank you everyone. We appreciate the support. It makes a difference.
Don't plug Weinerpocalypse again.
Oh yeah, we definitely have Weinerpocalypse is coming on Thursday 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be Cole well, it's going to be me eating a bunch of wieners. Cole trying to keep up and then crying while he has half a wiener in his mouth. Which
when I win, bro, what are you gonna do? All this shit talking you've done, and I'm gonna win, and you're gonna look like a little bitch.
I'll pretend to have technical difficulties and then just disappear. That's what I'll do.
That's a very Canadian thing to do.
That's fine. But check us out. Listen, you can even click on the bell to notify you as it's already posted. We have been doing disrespect reels, shorts, whatever you want to call them.
They're called dis reels, bro. Come on.
You know what dis stands for?
You grew up in the 90s. Okay, come on.
And English hasn't changed. Listen, I'm not using cap. I'm not using fam.
Okay,
and I'm not using dis.
This is your slang.
It's not my slang.
It is.
I used to. Phoenix says not hot dogs, dicks. I mean, no.
You do that.
Phoenix, I try not to judge because let's be honest, it's not nice. But realistically, it is hilarious. So 50-50, you know. But no, man, it's definitely pepper jack. I mean, some more snacking cheese. I love it.
Stop snacking cheese.
Listen, all cheese is snacking cheese. It's the same idea with like last time I was in Ohio, I learned about a bag of snacking bacon that you could order at Dunkin' Donuts. That's why. Listen, that's why America won capitalism, and because they lost track of snacking bacon, snacking cheese. That's why they're in the position.
That's why we won both World Wars.
I mean, there are a lot of reasons. That sure is one of them. I won't disagree.
They were given the French cheese. They were given the fucking the English chips, and they were given the German sauerkraut meth. But the Americans were like, give me some of that bacon.
In case you ever wanted to learn history, don't listen to Cole.
Straight protein, bro.
What you can do though, there's a little while ago, Cole and Atlas did a show called Last Minute History. You can check that out. And they talk about all sorts of historical things. Most of it inaccurate, but entertaining mildly. So we may pick that up again in the near future. But for now, you can just know that most of the facts that Cole mentions probably not accurate. At least historically.
Thanks for the plug.
I mean, at least I'm honest. Come on, I'm not the kind of guy who walk and like leaves you with jizz on your face as you walk out of the apartment. I'll be like, hey, don't walk out like that. Come on.
It's okay.
I mean, I'm not the one with jizz on my face, so I don't think I'm the gay one. Is anyone responding on live chat? No, not right now. Like I can verbally, and I can comment if you want, if you prefer that. I'm happy to do it. I don't really care either way. I'm just happy to watch nachos get made. I almost went for nachos, but we went for A&W. We get lettuce wrapped burgers because we're pretending to be healthy. I did also follow the lettuce wrapped burger with a few, like a whistle dog, which I posted, and I got a codfish taco, which was enjoyable. Let's see. Elrad says, I once took a hot dog, put it in a bottle of homemade red wine, and then gave it to my cousin at his wedding. But I didn't say who it was from. They had it with their wedding dinner. Oh, hot dog wine. I mean, Elrad, you may be a supervillain. I'm impressed. That is top tier shenanigans. Victoria says, if you're worried about skinning your fingers on the grater, use a fork, Cole. That is great advice, but I think Cole's fingers have already been grated down like at least a full joint. That's why he has those small little
feeling in my fingertips anymore.
He's got those baby hands, right? It's because he grated. Yeah. They said something about it on the mic saying it was good. I think your let me see. Your cousin is a fucking liar. That's because let's be honest, a wiener in wine. That's like somebody who freezes hot dog water and into ice cubes and then puts it in people's drinks. Like, can you admit it? No, you just have to consume it and cry later because it's horrible. Well, we always fucked with each other. Heck, I didn't think they would drink it that day. I mean, yeah. Can you imagine though if it was like aged in the wine? That's probably worse. I feel like that would be worse. It's very, very detrimental. Okay. So we have cheese and the meat. Is now you're mixing it all into one?
Well, it's just the cheese and the meat.
What about the nachos? It's very important that nachos have nacho chips.
We'll get there.
Victoria says, pretty diabolical, Elrad. I mean, it is pretty diabolical. I'm very impressed, Elrad. It's a very good move. And I'm like, so only recently did I realize that you can give gifts for evil. So one of my friends, what he did was for my birthday, he are you putting it in the oven to melt all the cheese and gooiness together? You are an evil person, Cole. I'm impressed. It was there. Who was in there for a couple of days? Jesus. But I don't fucking care. Maybe add a little salt, a little zing, a little wiener on a wedding day isn't a bad thing. I mean, that's true. A little wiener on your wedding day isn't a bad thing. Let's just hope it's on him and not her. That's all. All right. So we have some butter in the frying pan. And what else are we doing there, Cole? Are we sauteing some vegetables? What's happening?
I mean, it's not that you don't really have any vegetables that need sauteing, you know?
Yeah. I'll give you a little bit more size and I'll shrink down just so people think you're bigger than me. That's fine. I mean, yeah. Elrod, that was I feel like the idea of giving gifts for the sake of evil and entertainment is something that we should bring back en masse because we don't do it enough. We don't do enough. We don't ruin people's day with gifts like God intended. We try and make them happy, which, let's be honest, the only way you're going to be happy is if you're happy on the inside. And it has nothing to do with receiving gifts. If you think receiving things makes you happy, you're wrong. It's fine. Just FYI. That's just a PSA to everybody. Just so you know. Give gifts, that brings you happiness. Taking gifts, no happiness. Like temporary. It's one of those things. All right, where are we at, sir?
I just started some cheese sauce.
Ooh. So we have cheese and meat in the oven, which is definitely going to become an issue. Because like that's basically how every man wants to die. Like that's gift giving is one of the types of expression. Absolutely. Giving gifts is actually a rewarding experience, which, like, listen, that's why it's so important when you do things for other people without being asked, without gloating about it. So, like, there's nothing worse than doing a kind thing and then going, oh, guess what I did? Now you're a piece of shit. I remember there was a snowstorm, and I pulled into the driveway, and I told my wife, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna help because the people across the street they had to push their car in, they couldn't get it up their driveway. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna go help them. It's gonna be my good deed for the day. And as soon as I got out of the car, they're like, hey, can you help us? I'm like, why would you ruin it? I was gonna do it anyway, you sons of bitches. Which they had a weird look, and then I pushed their car barehanded. It was pretty funny because they were all small.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that likes to give people surprises, but doesn't like people to know I'm giving them a surprise.
I mean, I want them to talk about it and not know. Not know it was me. Because then they might even tell me, be like, hey, somebody got me this thing, but I don't know who it's from. I'm like, they're probably a serial killer. Like, I'll definitely make it much worse. There. Yeah, we have lots of people in the chat. Phoenix85. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Can you tell me why you're afraid of phoenixes? I don't feel like phoenix phobia is a thing. I don't feel like that's a recognized mental health issue. Maybe it should be. I'm not sure. Never heard.
More butter in a pan.
More salted butter. Because listen, if you don't have more butter, where are we going with this? Never heard anything more about it, but could you imagine in the bedroom that night if they finished it? Fuck, I regretted it when I saw they were drinking it, but they must have found it some. I mean, like, there's a thing. Like they may have drank it out of spite. Did they eat the wiener too? Is it like, I wonder if eating the wiener that was in a bottle of wine is like eating the worm in a bottle of mezcal. It's a fair question. I mean, but that's the whole thing. I think the idea of giving people gifts, I feel like I would like to just leave chickens on people's doorsteps just for the fun of it. I don't know. Oh, we're doing vodka already?
No, buy us a shot. $3 shot, you guys.
Yeah, you can buy us a shot. It's $3. And like realistically, there's a good chance that he may cut his finger off with the more shots you buy. So please feel free.
Gotta do it quick though.
Yeah, he will definitely do it.
Stuff to cut.
Elred, you have created a new alcoholic product. Yeah, I mean, yeah, wiener wine. No, it was all swelled up inside when I left it on the table. Jesus. So it was like a wine engorged wiener stuck in the bottle.
Oh, so like tequila with the worm?
Yeah, but it was a hot dog, which that's more like have you seen the bottles with like a beetle or a snake in them? Those I kind of want to eat the snake. But what if it was like a superpowered snake and alive? It would be terrible. Victoria says, hint, Dino, for gift giving, I would like a bag that rhymes with gherkin. Yeah, it's called Firkin, and it's going to be a poo bag.
Like Birkin?
She wants a Birkin, but I'm like, yeah, I don't have money. Amy says, comment, like, share, and subscribe. Yes, people, please. Comment, like, if you want. You can send this to somebody to ruin their day. We'll happily call them out in this. What you can do is you can send us a comment about someone, and I will make a joke about it off the fly, I'll just say that they have a small wiener or whatever. I won't show your comment, but you can be like, hey, at this minute, this person said you got a small wiener. You should check it out. And I feel like that might help us in the grand scheme of things. So please feel free to like, share, subscribe, use our show as a means of getting back at people. We'll happily do that. We could say that this wiener eating contest.
Revenge payments.
Yeah, I feel like that's like, listen, you can get us drunk with by paying us by a shot, or you could just message us how to ruin someone else's day by giving us a super chat, and we'll make sure that they know that we think they have a small wiener and or cavernous genitalia. That's fine. Both work. And realistically, it will ruin their day in some way, shape, or form. Which, I tell you, there's a little bit of joy in ruining someone's day. Like, it doesn't make you a good person, it makes you a bad person, but still joy. What can you do? It's just one of those things that it works. It works, people. So, but please, make sure you tell your friends, your aunts, your uncles, your managers, your supervisors, and or servants. Whatever. I don't judge. It's a weird world we live in. I am still surprised that someone thought you look like Snoop Dogg, Cole. It's.
That's some fucking bullshit. They just wanted to say that. That's not true.
I mean, I don't know anyone from Taiwan, but I'm kind of liking them.
Look the same.
I mean, okay, so hilariously, now people will always say that, oh, we have trouble seeing, like white people can't tell black people apart and stuff like that. But like, my wife is Chinese, and she can't tell the difference between Carrie Busey and Nick Nolte.
Okay.
Now, that isn't unreasonable, but
reasonable.
It does happen with a lot of white people. She's like, I can't. They all look the same, which I'm like, that's racist. But at the same time, it is kind of funny. So we can always do that. We can also make fun if you want to say one of your friends looks like a certain person. Okay, Victoria's like, okay, now Victoria's using all caps. Jesus. Okay, there are a lot of actors who look like other actors. There's also true. There's Tom Hardy, and then there's the Wish.com version of Tom Hardy. That's also a guy.
Okay, name a couple, Victoria. I want to hear this.
Oh, that should be entertaining. Yeah, that's on you, Victoria. You started this, so thank you, Serge. I'm glad we're entertaining you, Serge. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I know, like I got COVID for the first time last year.
Damn,
it was in October. It was brutal, bro. It sucked.
Yeah, it sucks. The first time you get it sucks, bro.
Yeah. And Victoria says, oh, there's a list. Victoria, send it to me on WhatsApp and I will share it with everybody. Please do. But yeah, there's a list of like the actor and their Wish.com version, which I think is hilarious. But, it's one of those things. Tom Hardy and Logan Marshall Green. That's Tom Hardy, and then Wish.com Tom Hardy is Logan Marshall Green. That's factual.
Wish we had pictures.
Why do you make my life so hard? Ruining people's day. I was really good at that my previous work, but not in a bad way. Sabotage of equipment and materials for an easier workload or off early is not a bad thing. No, listen, if they don't want to pay union prices, they're going to have problems, okay? If they don't want to pay a living wage, then you have to just figure out ways to entertain yourself. That's on the employer. That's not on you, Elrad. Good on you for standing up for what you deserve.
That place on fire.
Where's Kyle tonight? Does he have a gang going on right now? Yeah, he's working a security job, so it's kind of put a difficulty on his schedule. But we hope he's okay, of course. Also, people would bitch about it at the time, but like, shut up, guys. It's for your own good. I mean, like, people can't even be thankful for a good deed, Elrad. That's the scientific fact. Emma McKay and Margot Robbie. Oh, there's like 7 women that look like Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie's dad got around, bro. Or mom.
I mean, listen, if your kids were ending up like Margot Robbie, I would get around too. I'd be like, listen, I made that kid. So if anything, you want this. It's one of those. And just like the wiener, nobody knew. I mean, that's the best part, right? Like, it's very much like, and people will think like you never did anything at all, but I was the ruler of the universe. It's one of those things. I don't know.
Did you see me try to catch the knife?
Huh?
You see me try to catch the knife like a dumbass?
I mean, it's not the first thing you've done like a dumbass. That's okay.
Oh, fuck you.
Jesse Plemons and Matt
You're going to look like a dumbass on Thursday.
Jared Leto and Scott Disick, Timothy Chalamet and Nicole Dyer. I mean, all of those are weird. Timothy Chalamet, there are some pictures of him in very weird poses, and it makes him look ridiculous. Hey, it's Brodo Baggins, Erwin, and my butthole. I don't know why Erwin's with your butthole, but let's be honest, Brodo Baggins, it's entertaining as fuck. I tell you, pickles are weird.
Not pickles, they're jalapenos.
They're jalapenos? Oh, okay, then that's not weird.
What the fuck would I put pickles on a nacho? Come on, man.
What do you do for work? What do you guys do for work? So we are trying to Cole is monetized. I'm trying to get monetized here. I dabble in comedy. Not much anymore. I used to do more. but like this coming month, I'm actually going to be working a haunted house, a haunted castle in Toronto, which is really cool. It's very exciting. Cole is actually works for the Department of National Defense. He is a very important component in the security of the United States of America. That's basically his job. So, I mean, okay, so diced tomatoes, pickled jalapenos, lime. I love what we're doing here. Getting ready to make a turkey and Swiss on rye. Sweet baby Jesus, are you going to be grilling it? That's my real question. A little bit of salt. Are you going to season it anymore or just some salt?
Throw a little garlic in there too.
Love it. Elrad, what do you do for
These
work?
are our vegetables, by the way.
Yeah, listen, always season your vegetables, everyone. Elrad, I'm completely lying about me. Oh, no, sorry, about Cole. I am telling you the truth about me. But I used to be a real person, Elrad. I was a financial planner for 15 years for like a real financial institution stuff. But then I went through some really life-changing experiences that resulted in me, well...
He sucked his first cock.
It's not true. It was
reform.
Just to make Cole look like an asshole. My dad died, and it really made me change my perspective on everything. So Cole doesn't have a dad; he was hatched, so it's why he doesn't understand it.
The first part of that statement is true. I don't have a dad.
Yeah, no. So he's technically like American Jesus, which is weird, I know, but his miracles are cooking on the internet. So
that is hilarious.
I mean, episode 56, and you haven't chopped a finger off. You are pretty miraculous in that fashion. Let's be honest, right?
Well, drunk too, right?
I mean, listen, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, no. So I just found that I couldn't do it anymore. I love numbers and financial services, and we are actually talking about doing like an understanding of how to understand finance and money and how it all works, kind of thing. Which is just kind of a thing. Ooh, we have some fresh tortillas. Ooh, why don't you cut them first, dingus?
That's not fun.
All right. But yeah, so for that, it made me change my perspective and I started doing comedy. The pandemic obviously made life a living hell when it came to comedy. There's a lot of online comedy, and it's absolutely fucking horrible. So I tried to stay away from that. I started doing shows like this. So now we have a few shows, like on Mondays, we had Life of Giants. Today we have Hammered and Cheese. Sundays, we have Generation Dan. Now going into October, things are going to get a little bit wonky just because I'm working at nighttime. So everything's kind of getting mixed up, but we'll figure it out. And let's see, Brodo Baggins with a joke. What's the difference between a walrus and a dyke? One smells like fish and has a mustache, and the other one is a walrus. Boom, boom. Wow. Good for you. And Victoria says, don't jinx it, Dino. I'm not sure what I was jinxing, but when my dad died, I stopped working the 9 to 5, thought life is too short to do shit I didn't want to. Figured out how to live without being a slave to a company, started my own, and I work on RVs now. I mean, Elrad, like, it's one of those things where you're just going like, so there's a song that I've been listening to lately. It's called Tipsy by Shabuzi, which those don't sound like words, but they are.
Shabuzi's pretty dope.
Yeah, no, and he's like, and he says a line in it, and it really resonated with me. It was
the first song I've ever heard you mention
that you knew.
No, like ever.
You know what? Why don't you just calm down? Anyways, so he's like, the 9 to 5 isn't working for me, so why am I investing so much? Like, why am I working so hard? And it really resonates where you're going like, it's a job, and job as an acronym, a lot of people say it's just over broke. And it's one of those things where you have to realize where you're going like, why am I making people rich? It doesn't make any sense. But the problem is then you have to figure out what you want to do with life. And like one of the things I regret, like my father was a machinist. He had a machine shop. We built awesome stuff. I am a dog shit machinist. Now, whether that's because I didn't put in the time or it's just not my forte, not sure. I'm better at talking. I'm better at numbers. I'm better at stuff like that. So I'm still trying to figure that stuff. I may still try and learn a trade. I don't know. I know I look like I'm 1,000 years old, but I still might have time. And this has been entertaining, so I'd love to do content. We've even talked about even driving across the United States with stuff. So like all those kind of things are on the go right now. Go to campgrounds in the area and fix shit. I mean, that's good work. It's like, look, Elred, that's hard work. So good on you. But also, that's a respectable, good fucking job, you know? There's Atlas. Atlas, I run a show called Generation Dan with him. Very entertaining. Very posh. Very do more. What do you got? What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Gruyere cheese. That shit's expensive. That's horrible. That's a horrible joke. I hate you a little bit more, Atlas, just because you made me read that. Boogerman, great name, says Diddy has so much oil in his house that the government had to invade. Factual. Our house needed democracy, my friend. Yeah. I mean, it was already getting a lot of problems. Amy says, I always told my kids, you can either work for someone and build their dreams or work for yourself and build your own dreams. Amy, that is great advice. I don't think you've ever said that to anyone in your life, though. Let's start there. Let's be honest. Listen. That was one of those statements where, like, my 2-year-old hugged me and it was like, don't worry, mama, we can take on the world. No, he didn't say it. He didn't say that shit. Don't lie to me. I don't even need that. It was baby oil, right? It was so much baby oil. If you see the pictures of Diddy's house, the amount of baby oil is like, who needs that much? Like, if you have that, like, you got to be drinking it or something. I don't know. It's a little bit messed up. And yeah, it was baby oil. Nick Tucker, what's up, Nick? This food better be healthy. It's nachos, Nick. No, it's not healthy. Man. It's like soul healthy, body unhealthy. Let's be honest, right? I don't want to lie to you, but like at the same time, if he's doing, are they corn
vegetables in it?
Let's calm down.
Fruit.
Relax. Are the tortillas corn or flour?
Flour.
Yeah, that's not good for you. You should have corn. Mr. Ernest Thompson's comment is lard. Honestly, we need to start cooking with lard and tallow more. It's better for us. That is just science. Okay. And as we know, trust the science, people. If you don't trust the science, you're a bad person. W Diddy 40. Jesus, Boogerman. Oh, that's a good one. W Diddy 40. I mean, that's top tier. It was for slip and slide, not bum bumping. I mean, I don't believe you, Brodo Baggins. I believe it was all for the bum bumping. Let's be honest. Technically, it has all the food groups, so it's healthy. I don't think that's how that works, Victoria.
Like pizza.
Pizza is also not a vegetable. Let's calm down.
Tomatoes on it?
No, it doesn't. It's got tomato sauce, which is just sugar. Imagine it was baby oil and then a ton of diapers, and it turns out oh my God. Atlas, why? Jesus. I really want P. Diddy to endorse Kamala Harris now. I feel like I feel like that's the only solution to any job that the customer offers you a beer at the end is a good one. Fuck yeah, all right. Okay, we had this discussion because Cole used to do flooring. And I'm like, I've never met somebody who laid carpet that didn't say yes to a beer while they were working. And he confirmed that that's true. And that's not a critique. I'm just like, that's a cool fucking union, you know? It's like, yeah, we lay carpet and drink beers on the job. You're like, that's a job, man.
That's most days, so
I mean, yeah, even better when they say beers in the fridge if you want. Talking about traveling, I did that too. Went to PEI then. Yeah, see, I haven't been to the East and West Coast. Like, it's weird. Like, I got a place in Florida, like a family home. I got a place in Greece, and I have friends all over the world too, right? So, like, I've been to London, Greece, Italy back in the day, Germany back in the day. I've been to China, been to Hong Kong, a few other places. But, like, I haven't really seen Canada. And the problem is that...
You haven't been Canada of all places?
Bro, you know how far it is for anywhere? Like I can drive 20
all over
hours.
the world, you haven't seen your own fucking country.
Let me finish what I'm saying, you fat piece of shit. I can drive 20 hours in my own province and not reach someone else. Like that's a lot of driving.
That's not like Texas.
Alberta. Yeah, I have a friend who's out in Alberta, and so I can go. I'm tempted, but also too like I could spend $1,000 to get to Alberta, or I could spend $1,000 and live like a king in Mexico for a week. I'd rather do that, you know. Flour tortillas are the best. That's because you're a dirty liar.
They're not. They are the best.
No, they're not.
You know?
Corn tortillas are significantly better for you. It's just scientifically fact. Canadian nachos, I don't know that Canada can do. Like, I don't think Canada has nachos as a thing. Like, we have fries and cheese and gravy. It's poutine, which you know is not nachos.
That's like, yeah.
However,
nachos. I never thought about it, but it is Canadian nachos.
Yeah, that is like it's fair. But it's one of those. It's one of those things. It's just took it easy 3 months on the road. I mean, that's a good like. I feel like if you can go on the road for like a month, that's a sweet experience. Like, because you can pack so much life into 1 month, but you just gotta figure out the cost and everything.
Guys, buy us a shot.
Oh, here's Victoria defending Diddy. Maybe he just had really dry skin. No, he didn't. He had people massaging him.
He's black. They're always like covering up. That's a great excuse, actually. They're always using lotion and shit. So
that's a little racist, but
it's not racist. That's not that. That's not even like. I don't even think that's like hurtful to the community. They legitimately are always
Victoria
like using lotion. If anything, that's hurtful to the white community because we're the ones that are always aging like dirt, and then like.
Yeah.
We're like, why do black not crack? Yeah, because we don't use lotion or baby oil or anything. You know what I mean? Like, fucking read a book.
Listen, Victoria says, are you trying to deep fry the tortillas for the nacho chip school? Yes, that's what he's doing because we're fancy here. Victoria.
We're making homemade chips.
What would be the creepiest legal fetish a celebrity could have? Oh, furry?
I can't get into this. Come on.
I feel like a furry would be a dip in curry masala. I mean, so I have I feel like masala can be a little bit much of a flavor. UDG. I don't know how to say your name, my friend. Uday. It literally looks like you gay. I know it's not you gay, but like that's a bad. You made a Uday. I'm just saying. Cheers. I'm toasting you boys with my beer. Thank you. I found a Sapporo. I think it's skunky, but I don't really care. It was in the fridge. So thank you, Nick. I appreciate you coming back, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, sir. Nick, are you currently ruining children's lives? Are you back at in class? Because that
it's fucking 8 o'clock at night.
How long until you have a vendetta against a student in your school? Is a fair question. Like, I would say like October. You should have lined up for the rest of the year. Like you have Cole. The three of us should do a cross country road, bro. I'm telling you, a cross country road between the three of us. Number one, we could drive all night long.
And
Atlas and
okay. I was like, I'm not coming. I'm not getting in the car with Trey.
I love this joke. What's the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea? I've never paid for anyone to garbanzo on my face. Booyah! Love that joke, Booger Man. Elrad just jumps right to it. You can flick the bean. Also, you can flick a garbanzo bean and a chickpea. Your co-host sounds like a high-pitched mic. Yeah, he has an unusually high voice, small feet, and small hands. This is directly related to his mom doing cocaine while she was pregnant. She has admitted it on the show. Go back and watch it. Like, technically, you can't blame him for it. It's her fault. But you can rub it in his face a little bit, which, like the chickpea, sometimes people dig it. If you're deep frying them, why wouldn't you chop them up before? I asked the same question, Victoria. You can't ask these kind of questions.
Either way, why is everybody fucking questioning me?
Listen, are you bringing?
Why are you not questioning me?
he gets so angry like this. But if you start questioning his process, he just starts to unravel. It's just not worth it. Yeah, you gotta be one ashy motherfucker to need all that oil for dry skin. I mean, Brodo Baggins, that's a fair point, right? Like that's an alarming amount of ashy skin to Lawool. Greetings from Agartha. You know what? I'm Canadian with a Greek ancestry, or well, I'm first generation. This is not ancestry. I'm Greek. Anyways, I'm good at geography. I don't know where Agartha is. That's alarming. Now I got to Google it. Thanks a lot. Man, I feel like a putz. Am I a bad person? Maybe I'm a bad person. I'm not sure, guys. But I need to know now. I need to find out where Agartha is. Cole, what are you doing? Where are you going? Agartha.
Like,
oh, you bastard! Well, Agartha is supposed to be like the inner planet of our Earth. You dirty bastard. Well played. I like it. I did not know it went by Agartha. Nick says, yes, I'm ruining lives. That's why I drink. I mean, that's fair. I feel like, so listen, to help you out, Nick, because, okay, I want you to ruin their lives forever. So drink at night, but in the morning, I'm going to need you to have, this is what I do. So this helped me because I was diagnosed with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease at the beginning of the pandemic, which now I am good, is squeeze fresh lemon into warm water, drink it before you do anything over the day, and then wait a half hour and then have apple cider vinegar in cold water. It will always taste like shit. Like the lemon water you can get used to, but the apple cider vinegar will always taste horrible. But super good for your liver, and that way you can drink like a fish at nighttime and then ruin them in the morning. It's very, very helpful.
Right here.
Boogerman, yeah, apple cider vinegar is top tier stuff. Like it tastes like shit, but you know,
Like
poutine. Boogerman, I'm not sure if poutine is Canadian nachos. Like it can go both ways. Queso fresco, top tier. Jorgen von Strangle, that's an awesome name, says, smell my meat? Question mark, question mark. I mean, is that an invitation? Also, that may be assault. Just overall props to Victoria. She supports all our shows. That's because I told her that she has to if she loves me. And so she's happy that I'm thinner. Now she loves me, so she is supportive. It's contractual. I'm gonna touch you. Jorgen, that's inadvisable. I'm 6'3" and 280 pounds. I'll rip your arms off. It's cool though. Don't worry about it. I just like to bug Cole for entertainment. My apologies. I think I'm a bit nicer in real life. Well, you're Asian, so you are nicer, but not in real life. That's fine. Boogerman, I never had garbanzo beans. It's a great joke. Like it's a great street joke, Boogerman. I love it. Cole, what are you doing to go garbanzo? I mean, that's fair. Greetings from Irwin's linen closet. I mean, if anyone's hanging out in Irwin's linen closet, it's you, Brodo Baggins, and good for you. I went out to the bar and tied one on with the woodshop teacher last night. Ain't that scary? Bro, okay. Nick, I think you'll appreciate this. So the year would have been 98. No, 96, 96, 97. No, 96, let's say. I'm in grade 10 woodshop. I am trying to plane a piece of wood. It is way too big for the planer. However, I push it through too slow. It causes some of the wood chips to burn. Now, I don't realize this. I take my stuff and I move on. Another one of my friends, so I had a brother who was 2 years older. He's passed away now. He was a piece of shit. It's fine. But during the time, so a lot of his friends, because this was grade 12 wood shop, so I was with him and his friends. So it was shenanigans the whole time. But what ended up happening was I kind of lit the wood shop on fire because of this. And that resulted in the fire department coming, and they ended up having to shut down the school because they're like, we don't know what's going to happen, so we have to do it. And because of this, Everyone's like, that's on you. And I'm like, I didn't do nothing, because now I'm shitting my pants and my dad's going to get called and I'm going to have to pay for something. That was my big worry. Burning down the school. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. But so as I'm walking away, a teacher who was he was the woodshop teacher. And that was like his personal hobby too. He was restoring cars, I think, but he was like the calmest guy I've ever met in my life. Like, and it was a whole thing. Like, he had low blood pressure, and his doctors were worried because he's like, my resting heart rate is like 30. Anyways, so driving by, he stops. He's like, bro, that's the first time I've ever gotten a half day and not had to worry about it. Thank you. So I ended up meeting all the teachers at a bar down the street. I was 16 and I ordered a beer and got served. And every teacher was like, this motherfucker. Highlight of my high school career. No question. It was a great time. Let's see. Elred says, I used to manage a Greek restaurant and the owner had a little bit of a temper, and when the employees would mess up, he would call them malaka. That's fair. And women, malakis meno, also fair. The meaning is fucking golding. I mean, listen, this is how things used to be, was that if you called someone a malaka, it means you had a zerkov. And a woman is you are a jerked off. Fantastic. It is top tier. But it was especially insulting to say to a married person, because, like, bro, you can't even get the business. You got to do it yourself. It's hilarious. Yeah, no, I don't have to look it up, Elrad. I speak Greek fluently. I can read it. My writing is atrocious, but my writing is also bad in English, so I don't feel bad about it. Mr. Chris Matthew 33 says, makes me poop. I don't know what makes you poop. That's a weird statement, sir. Elrad, we know what a malaka is. Yeah, we definitely know it. We went, actually, I took Victoria to Greece for our honeymoon. It was wonderful. She got to meet a lot of my family. That is fucking, did you send me pictures already?
I did.
Awesome. Why don't I have them? Where did you send them here?
I actually forgot, sorry.
Where did you send them?
Did I send them to you?
No.
Oh, they're sending right now. I don't know why they're taking them.
I don't know. I've had that from Instagram a lot lately. It's been very aggravating. Oh God, those look good. Those are great nachos, bro. Good job. All right, everybody, give me a second here. Let me load these up. Oh, you know what? After one beer, my burping is just off.
Did it
out of control.
What are you trying to do? I forgot.
There. I mean, it looks great, bro. That looks top tier. And you have a little cilantro to ruin my day. I appreciate it.
Oh, it tastes like so.
Victoria says, I've watched someone chop their finger off in woodshop class in high school before. I mean, they probably deserved it. Nick says, don't wipe out a jalapeno juice on your dick. He dips his wiener in the jalapeno juice on a daily basis, just so you know. He says it makes him more fertile. I don't think it does.
It actually works as a condom.
Oh yeah. Kills everything as soon as it does it. LMAO, I went 2 years without knowing the meaning. Man, I howled. But yeah, no, Elrad. The best part is they'll say it enough so you start to get hooked and you'll call people malaka. And then when you realize, you're like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. In Greece, so there was a time in Greece, if you called someone malaka, if you called somebody a malaka, you may fight. If you called a married man a malaka, you were going to fight. Like, it was a deal. But yeah. Henson says, German machine god. Cool. I don't know what that's in reference was. Is it possibly for Phoenix 85? He's afraid of phoenixes. Don't know why. It's very odd. But
this is delicious.
Bro, those look great. Can we get an up close of how crispy the chips are?
They really ain't that crispy.
They're not.
But I like them a little soft, so that you can like make it. They're malleable, so you can grab a bunch of shit with them.
Everyone, you heard it here. Cole likes it softer than hard. That's just science. That's how he likes it. He likes it soft.
Don't go flour tortillas. They're not gonna get a little crispy.
Doesn't matter. The truth is, you like them. You like it soft. You don't like it hard. I get it.
Come on. Come try it. Oh, you want to steal it from me? We're gonna try it.
How many
That's
step
a good idea.
twos have you always had, Janae? I mean,
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, give it a look. Because you're gonna like it.
I don't know, Nick. What's a step two?
You already put the lime on it? Mm-hmm.
I mean, so everyone, just so you guys know, once again, please like, share, subscribe. I don't know what you mean by step twos. Oh, beers. Oh, no, I just had the one because I found it. But how many beers have you had? Or how many White Claws have you had?
To my mom.
What'd you what? Hi, Amy. And yeah, you know what? I say hi because I'm a nice person and she flips me off. Like, what the shit? What the shit? Why are you so angry?
I swear to God, you're a tit bag. You're on your mom's titty too long.
I wish. That's fine.
Yeah, weird, bro.
That's the weirdest.
Cole,
You're the last born, so probably
That's weird.
It makes you healthier. What are you talking about? You have like 9 kids, Amy. You should know this shit. Cole, do you like mini
Talk
tacos?
about their health. Everybody knew that.
P. Diddy also likes a little soft. I feel like for him, it's more of a challenge. That's why he likes it. Beers, yeah, no, just the one. You know, every time I have one, it trying to taste like 11, and then I realize I don't have any beers. So. Tell your mom. Hey, Elrad says hi, Amy. Just so you know, he says hello and how's it going. He wants your.
You know. I talk about that.
Nick says I'm on my 7th. Life is hard. I mean, that's fair. I get it. JFK is in the comments, says, can you shout out my immigrant friend Dixon my ass? He's a huge fan. Shout out to Dixon my ass. There you go. Congratulations, everyone. Yeah, we are, but as I said, so guys, we do have Weinerpocalypse, and Brodo Baggins says, what it do, shoddy? I believe that's directed to you, Amy. Just an FYI.
You're talking to you.
So, guys, if you check out It'll Be Fine, a food show, Cole is a guest with my personal friend, Kelly Zemnekis, making mushroom ragu.
That looked like him.
And on Wednesday, we're having on Thursday, we're having Weinerpocalypse, and it's going to be at 9 p.m. Come check it out. Subscribe to our channels. You're going to watch Cole stuff his face with wieners and then also lose. So he's not losing. He's losing at life, but also he's going to have to shove a bunch of wieners in his mouth, which I feel like is also a loss. So it should be good. I mean, you just held up your finger and it was covered in nasty. So I don't feel like that's a success. So JFK has put icons on that I can't see. What do you got, an iPhone like a loser? Disgusting. Nick says, I'd also like to shout out my uncle Hugh. Nick says, a shout out to his uncle Hugh Direction. Like, by shoddy, I mean Victoria. Brodo, you'll die, sir. That's all right. Good for you.
That took a turn for the worse.
It's a
Brodo Baggins, the man without a wiener. That's all right. That's fair.
So good.
I know.
Oh,
All right. So the verdict.
Nachos.
Hold on. What's the verdict on the nachos? Are we pro nachos?
How did still eating? Is anybody vomiting?
You're both. Hey,
you know it's important.
it's so good.
you're both fat. That wouldn't stop you if the nachos didn't taste good. So
Actually, yeah, I'm actually pretty picky for a fat girl. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, like
It's true. We had like 4 meals in my entire life as a kid.
that's fair. And one of them was wieners. So
not for me. I don't eat those.
She doesn't eat hot dogs, but we did. We ate a lot of hot dogs.
hey, that's probably why. Anyways, I'm not gonna. It's fine. Wait, who's Victoria? That's my wife. That's why. No, I mean, listen. Don't start with me, Amy. Okay. Listen, it's bad enough that I'm gonna beat your son. Don't make me beat you
I
too.
will finish you.
You will finish yourself like a Malaki's Mende. Okay, come on. When I was a gym teacher, I used to sneak in the locker room when the kids were running, and I tied all the shit. Oh, Nick.
All
right. I like the range of how food tastes. Either it's am I barfing or is it good? I mean, that's fair. That's a fair question, Cole. Victoria's like, the range should not be, am I barfing or is it good? Like, are they tasty? Did it work out?
Well, she's gonna have to not judge our gauge here, okay?
Yeah, there's no gray area. There's not like you won't eat it if it's kind of okay.
Okay, Brodo Baggins like, shit, my bad. Erwin told me to say that. That's fine. Yeah, I would blame Erwin too. Erwin's he's an older guy. He could take it. That's fine. Anyways. All right. You guys got anything else you want to say?
What?
They're not even listening. You got anything else to say there, you drunk bastard?
Yeah, Dino's gonna lose a Weinerpocalypse in 2 days. Roughly about 48 hours from now. Y'all are gonna see.
That's just
gonna be so bad for him.
Guys, check out Weinerpocalypse. It's already on our channels. I updated the thumbnail. If you see 2, this is the thumbnail you're looking for. Click on the bell so you get notified. It's going to be going live on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And basically, we're going to gorge ourselves on wieners until we regret our life decisions, which is 2, but we're going to go for a lot more than that, essentially, until one of us dies. Because, listen, that would make sense. Hello, sometimes I poop too much. Kind of sucks. Hey, as long as you're pooping, it's okay, Mr. Chris Matthew 33.
This is a fucking cooking show, bro.
The bigger problem is when you stop pooping, because that is going to be an issue.
No, he's encouraging it.
I'm just saying. Hey, it's just good advice. If anything, we're covering all the sectors, okay? You eat good, you should poop good. It's one of those things.
Still happening.
Hold on. No hot dogs in my school. Beanie burgers today, bro. Nick, you are a mean person, bro. Like that's. Do you at least get the hot dogs? Because that'd be better.
You're weird about cheese. That's weird.
Cole,
I'm positive.
Cole is 100% going to lose. Yeah, clearly. Come on.
I just rubbed my armpit.
What is a beanie burger? A vegetarian, probably a vegetarian burger. That was my assumption. And Cole just rubbed his wet armpit.
That's the design.
That's the shirt.
Hey,
the design of the shirt. Like it's just.
He bought that shirt so no one would complain about him touching his wet armpits constantly.
It was. I bought it wet.
He paid extra for that.
Bro, I have somebody on here who's trying to sell an 8-ball. Number one.
What do you mean 8-ball?
He just said 8-ball for $35, which I'm like, number one, that's fentanyl. Number 2, get the fuck out of here, bro. Listen, never cheap out on your drugs, people. Buy them from a good source, someone who's trusted. Otherwise, you're going to end up dead.
Cocaine anymore. It's just not worth it anymore, bro. Seriously.
I mean,
you know what?
Right?
You don't get that shit, number one, that they run a marathon over. And secondly, it's going to have fentanyl in it. It's just like it's beach sand. There's nothing like the 90s shit. It's not worth it anymore. Be happy with life.
They just need a sweatpant version. I mean, that's fair. Will Cole show his tits when he eats wieners, or is that extra? I mean,
that is extra. Show, drop a 50, I'll do it.
Oh, listen, if you drop 50 for each of us, I will also take off my shirt. And I will.
The wieners fucking.
Bro, I'll rub the wieners all over me. That's fine. It's like, listen, I am a whore.
You gotta drop another 25 for me to do that.
Hey, 25 cents. He'll do it for free.
$25.
He loves it. Anyways, everyone, this has been Hammered and Cheese. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit us up. Check out our stuff. We'll be back on Thursday. Tomorrow, check out Upside Down Studios. I don't want to see Dino tits. I don't even have any tits, man. Like, it's just there's nothing. It's just one of those things. 50 cents. What a deal. I mean, that's fair.
I ain't doing shit for 50 cents. You can't even get a fucking lunch at McDonald's with that.
He'll give you a Blumpkin. I've seen it. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Upside Down Studios for What the Fuck Wednesdays. And Thursday for Weinerpocalypse. Be here or your parents will hate you and know you're a failure.